being breached. You want to make sure there's choice for the counsel and vendors that you want, not who the carrier only wants you to use. And remember that credit monitoring alone doesn't cut it. With a healthcare data breach, you want a more robust health record monitoring and remediation services, which we believe is very critical. And lastly, loss prevention reimbursement. We encourage all of our insureds to use vendors and referral resources to continually improve their cyber risk profile and mitigate their risk, and we actually return premium to help pay for a cost of that because we think it's so important. And lastly, our eRisk Hub feature for our Chubb online web platform for mitigating your cyber exposure provides a breach coach with 30 minutes of free consultation with a network security attorney, an incident response plan. If your organization doesn't have one, it can be downloaded, along with a news center for what's happening in the industry, learning centers, risk tools, and a link to external resources, all free of charge to Chubb insured. So very important to keep your risk profile mitigated and to keep abreast of what's happening with your peers and with your different industry sectors.
Thank you, guys. Kim, I appreciate you stepping up and carrying on with the remaining of the presentation there. We lost Reggie halfway through, but if he's able to get back on and answer questions, we can open it up to some questions at this time. We do have one question that came in. And Kim, you may be able to take this one, and it relates to cyber liability. And it's which 4 states do not have state laws for cyber liability?
You know what? I have to double check on that, but Jack, I'll provide that to you. You can share that with the contingency. Okay. Our eRisk Hub, our Chubb eRisk Hub site, has a complete compendium of state privacy laws. I'm not a state privacy expert, so I have to double check which ones those are. But I'll get that back to share.
If there isn't a state law, would it just be the federal law that mandates the course of action or that's taken against the company?
Correct. If there isn't a state law, then the Federal High-Tech Act alone would govern. Okay. But in the large majority of cases, there's a companion state law that usually is as rigorous or more so than the Federal High-Tech Act, which needs to then be addressed and not forgotten about. And that's where it's so critical to have good privacy counsel that are looking at both sides of that equation for your organization.